Hello, welcome to the first YouTube video on this channel. Today we're going to discuss a very important ingredient that plays a vital role, not just in beauty products, but in everyday essentials as well, called mica. The ingredient mica is a group of minerals that are physically and chemically similar. They're all silicate minerals known as sheet silicates because they form in distinct layers. Micas are fairly light and relatively soft, and sheets and flakes of mica are flexible. Mica is also heat resistant and does not conduct electricity. The most common mica minerals are black biotite, clear muscovite, purple lepidolite, and brown phlogopite. These are only the common ones, but there are 37 mica minerals in total. The word mica may derive from the Latin word micare, which means to shine. Mica is used for its shiny, shimmery finish. It's resilient, lightweight, can withstand intense heat, and maintain stability when exposed to electricity. It is for these reasons that mica is so valuable. Mica is a very important mineral. It has been around since prehistoric times. Mica was known to ancient Egyptian, Indian, Roman, and Greek civilizations. There is proof of its use since ancient times in caves, pyramids, vessels, pottery, summer clothes, etc. Mica was used in the construction of Padmanabhupura Palace, which is a masterpiece of indigenous Kerala architecture. And even the third largest pyramid of the world, the Pyramid of the Sun, also contains a good amount of mica in layers, approximately up to 30 centimeters thick. This means that we have been using mica in our everyday lives for centuries, which I found myself very surprised. In the modern day, majority of mined mica is used in the electronic industry, which is 26%, 24% in the paint industry, and 32% for other various things. Some things where mica is used are electrical insulators in electronic equipment, thermal insulation, gauge or glass, windows and kerosene and stove heaters, decorative panels and lamps and windows, insulation in electric motors and generator armature, additive to drilling muds, pigment extender, magnet, and communicator core insulation, clay pots, colored powders, breathing apparatus, and small pieces of mica are also used in toys as well. In beauty products, mica is used in lip gloss, lipsticks, blushes, foundations, mascara, eyeliner, eyeshadow glitters, nail polish, moisturizing lotions, teeth whitening agents, etc. While mica is used in other industries because it's a necessity, mica is used in beauty products for its natural shimmery finish on the skin. It also helps to give a more youthful and wrinkle-free look.
There is 1 in every 10 children across the globe that is subjected to child labor, and one of the contributors to this problem is mica mining. In the neighboring states of Bihar and Jharkhand, India, where the world's largest mica deposits are found, an estimated 22,000 kids, some as young as 5, risk their lives every single day to work in the mines just to put food on the table. If the mine collapses while someone is inside, it could leave them injured, paralyzed, or even dead. The small stature and nimble hands of a child also make them more valuable for entering narrow mine shafts and sorting smaller pieces of mica. Eventually, the raw material mined by the children will be collected by a broker who sells it to an exporter, who then delivers it to a manufacturer that's typically from China. It's then milled into a fine, pearly pigment that is purchased by companies from different industries. One of them are beauty companies. The fine pearly pigment that is purchased by the international beauty companies is then used to add a reflective finish to highlighters, eyeshadows, lipsticks, blushes, and more. Unlike chunky glitters that are often made from plastics, mica's delicate shimmer is one of the pillars of modern makeup, and 60% of the mica that goes into cosmetics comes from India, mostly from the neighboring regions of Bihar and Jharkhand, where child mining and child exploitation is very common. An investigation was conducted in 2016 by Reuters. found that not only did children regularly die, but many of the deaths had been covered up by the local officials, making it difficult to accurately count the actual fatality. According to Nagasi Malathi, executive director of Indian advocacy group Kailash Satyarthi Children's Foundation, KCF, not much has changed since that investigation. She estimates that there are 10 to 20 deaths from the mines every month, an estimate that seems far from what the children that worked in the mines had said. And one of the families that have suffered firsthand is the Kumari family. Surma Kumari 11 and her older sister Lakshmi Kumari 14 were working in a mine when it began to crumble. They tried to run, but Lakshmi was buried under a mountain of debris and Surma was stuck under a rock. Their parents were in the village when they heard that there had been an accident, but by the time they arrived, Lakshmi was already dead. We couldn't get her out for an hour, said Surma, Lakshmi's sister. Their father, Kishore Kumari, told Refinery 29 that deaths are so common that the traders who control the particular cluster of mines that they work on have a set rate they give to families who lose loved ones while mining. For each person who dies, they give 30,000 rupees, which is $402. That was it. They don't do anything for safety. Even though he lost his child because of the mines, he still works in the same mines because he has limited options to make a living, but stays above ground because it's lower risk. There's no other form of work. When you're hungry, there's no other way. According to the report, the global mica market was $567 million in 2018. And is expected to reach around $727 million by 2025. While the mica market is worth more than $500 million, Deepu, a mica miner, said he can collect about 50 kilograms of mica per day, which he can sell for about 3 to 10 rupees, which is 0.040 to 0.13 US dollars per kilogram. That's 2.01 to 6.71 US dollars per day. Well, if miners like Deepa sell mica for about 3 to 10 rupees, how much do companies buy them from their suppliers? Mica prices vary with grade and can range from less than $1 per kilogram for low-quality mica to more than $2,000 per kilogram for the highest quality. It's clear to see that the people who worked for 8+ hours per day are not even paid at least $1 per 1 kilogram of the micas they worked so hard and risked their lives on, while the suppliers sell them for thousands of dollars. The National Commission for the Protection of Child Rights, or NCPCR, has been aware of the issue since at least 2016, when its governing ministry launched a complaint regarding a news report published in the Times of India. The ministry said that they were conducting surveys to understand the scope of the problem, but it turns out that the ministry knows so little about this alarming issue. When Sec. Shri Rakesh Srivastava from the Ministry of Women and Child Development was interviewed by Refinery 29, stated that, actually, we are not aware of any such survey that's currently being done. We have not authorized it. As far as this ministry goes, the Ministry of Women and Child Development, child labor is not exactly a mandate. Now that we've discussed the child mining aspect of mica, let's talk about the benefits of mica. In the automotive industry, mica's qualities as a superior thermal barrier make it ideal for improving heat transfers in brake pads and clutches. In other industries, such as aerospace and for military use, mica's lightweight but durable properties make it ideally suited for insulation and heat shield applications. Mica also helps to ensure safe production and consistent performance across the cement, glass, and petrochemical industries. Mica is essential in areas of fire protection because it provides a safe substitute for asbestos. Mica's biggest benefit in the beauty industry is its ability to create a natural shimmery finish, since it can be milled to a fine powder. We have to thank Mica because it's most likely the one giving your makeup the glowy, last skin effect. Because it's naturally produced, it's a well-loved ingredient among organic beauty brands, and it has little to no side effects, and is safe to use for almost all skin types. Comparing to how many benefits mica has to the disadvantages of mica is, well, other than child labor and illegal mining, the long-term inhalation of mica dust may cause lung scarring, which leads to symptoms such as coughing, weight loss, weakness, and shortness of breath. People that work in mines, mills, agriculture, construction work, and cosmetic manufacturing factories are vulnerable to this and should take extra precautions. And that's literally all of it.
Synthetic mica can be a possible solution, an alternative to the naturally mined mica, and one of the brands that moved on to using synthetic mica is Lush. But most companies still prefer naturally mined micas. Naturally and legally mined mica is not bad. The only problem is that there are child labor and illegal mining linked to mica. We can use mica in a carefree manner if child labor and illegal mining that's linked to it are eliminated. Thankfully, many brands have recognized the deep-seated reliance the industry has created on these communities and have joined working groups to wipe out the problem, and that hopefully one day will be just the bitter past of this industry. And one such group is the Responsible Mica Initiative, or RMI, a cross-industry do tank that started in 2017 to create a transparent and ethical chain of supply in India that is child labor-free by 2022. Well-known cosmetics companies like L'Oréal, Chanel, Shiseido, LVMH, Estée Lauder companies, and Coty have all joined. RMI is funded by members' dues, which are determined by their annual revenues. Penny Fremont, executive director of RMI, stated that, however, 20 founding members wanted to create a permanent solution to the problem. We wanted not only to get kids out of mines, but also address the underlying causes with a holistic approach that would improve their villages, set sound working standards, and regulate the entire mica sector. We have been using mica for centuries, and it helped our ancestors to look their best, to build buildings, palaces, pyramids, and many more in their everyday lives. And it continues to do so today. Mica is everywhere. It's all around us. And it's heartbreaking to know that this mineral that gives shine, shimmer, sparkle in our lives is linked to child labor. That there's a child that is mining them to receive any education. That there's a child that died just to get this valuable mineral. I hope one day we could use mica without worrying if a child mined this mica or not. Share this video to help spread awareness. Because it's so disturbing that so many people are not even aware of what goes in. What's the truth that lies beneath the shine? To the beauty products and everything that we use in our everyday lives.
Darling.